Now, your Sky Tracker forecast with meteorologist Haley Bouley.
Good morning, folks. 6:12, starting off the day with temperatures about as warm as it's going to get in the mid to upper 50s, heading to the low 50s by that final bell for the kids. And some folks may be seeing a little bit of heavier rain right now, but by afternoon, by the time the final bell is ringing, we will not need the rain gear, as this rain is very quickly wrapping up, very quickly pushing across the Canadian border and out of our hair. Still a few heavier downpours working through the northern portions of the island, but it's been a beneficial rain, about 3/4 of an inch of it through Messina, a little bit more through the North Country versus a little bit less down in southern zones, nearing about a 1/2 inch for Plattsburgh and just over a 1/2 inch in Saranac Lake. So now we are saying goodbye to this low pressure system, moving out towards the Canadian Maritimes with a chunk of drier air working in behind it, helping to give us a few breaks in the clouds later on this afternoon and evening. But Saturday's forecast comes some unsettled weather. We have a couple of little disturbances in the atmosphere that are enough to keep the cloud cover persistent on through the weekend forecast. And even Sunday comes a little upper level disturbance that may bring us a spot sprinkle or shower, as well as a few mountain flakes. Monday's forecast on this model looks a bit sunny and dry, but on some of our other weather models that I look at, it's definitely looking a little soggy, so we'll talk about what that means in the 7-day forecast in just a few seconds. Starting off, though, with today, the rain coming to a very, very quick end. At this point, we're seeing the last of the drops happening through northern portions of the island, crossing the international border, and just left over with some sprinkles through your morning before the clouds begin to peel away. First for our broad valleys, and finally for the higher terrain in the Northeast Kingdom. I think everybody has a chance of seeing at least some blue sky today before we hit sunset. Temperatures, though, they're about as warm as you're going to get for today. That cold front draining in cooler air. We're in the low 50s by 3 o'clock as our winds shift from a southerly direction to a northwest flow, helping to bring that cooler air in from Canada. Overnight and into early Saturday, mostly clear skies. A lot of folks heading out to support their favorite high school football team. Should be a great evening for it. Just make sure you bundle up, as temperatures are falling back into the low 40s by kickoff and into the upper 30s and low 40s by 7 a.m. Saturday. Saturday's forecast doesn't look like a completely cloudy day, but I think there's going to be more clouds than sunshine, especially these high, thin cirrus clouds that kind of filter out the sun, give us a bit of a gray look to the sky versus a blue look. And as we head into the afternoon, drier weather in place, not really seeing any rain chances. I think the rain chances come in for Sunday. Didn't even put an icon on that 7-day forecast. That's how low those rain chances are. But again, with cooler temperatures in place, mid-30s for overnight lows, we may notice a few flakes flying in our higher mountain peaks. To the latest check of the forecast, if you missed anything, all you have to do is head on over to mychamplainvalley.com and click on the weather tab.